Have you ever had the urge to play a great game? Not only a great game, but a colorful game filled with humor, adventure, and a talking mushroom with meat sword skills? If you felt this urge, then I strongly recommend that you play a little game called Okami. This masterpiece was sadly overlooked by many gamers, which is sad not just because the game deserved better sales, but because too many gamers haven't experienced this amazing and utterly gorgeous game. So today, I've made it my goal to get you to give this game a chance, because that is what I think it deserves. In Okami, you play as a white wolf named Amaterasu, who is burdened with the responsibility of ridding the land of corruption spread by an 8-headed beast named Orochi. To do this, the player must use the Celestial Brush technique to restore several trees back to their former beauty, which in turn removes the corruption from the surrounding area. If you've played the new Prince of Persia, you've noticed an obvious connection between these two games. While adventuring throughout the land, you will fight many foes and meet many new and interesting characters, which brings me to my first and only real problem with the game: the dialogue. When someone speaks, a text box appears that you can quickly read through, but my problem lies in the fact that all of the game's dialogue is made up of various strange sounds all jumbled together. There's really no better way of explaining it, it's just a bunch of sounds. Female characters have high-pitched sounds, and male characters have deeper sounds. I guess they could be defined as a collection of beeps and squeaks, but even that doesn't correctly describe it. After hearing these sounds over and over again, they can get really annoying, but that's really my only problem with the game. That and maybe the inability to save whenever you want, because to save you have to walk up to and stand on one of the numerous well-spaced mirrors to save your game. But other than those two things, I have no serious complaints about the game. Chirps! Chirps are what the sounds sound like. Alright, sorry, back to the review. When the Celestial Brush is activated, the game pauses and a canvas drops down for you to paint on. As you progress through the game, you'll pick up new techniques that allow you to paint different things. For example, a straight line through an object or an enemy will cut them in half. A swirl will create a gust of wind, and you can even change the time of day by painting a moon in the sky. The Celestial Brush is the primary mechanic used in the game, as everything from interacting with the environments to the combat to the puzzle solving all revolve around this one mechanic. But the Celestial Brush isn't the only thing that makes this game distinctive. The combat is extremely satisfying, and each battle takes place in a closed-off otherworldly arena. The enemies, like everything else in the game, have their own unique look, and each requires a different strategy in order to be defeated. So many require you to use only your Celestial Brush, while others may be immune to it, forcing you to use the various melee weapons at your disposal. Several of the weapons include a large saucer-like disc that can be used as both a shield as well as a slashing weapon, and a string of rosary beads that have longer range but deal less damage. Did I mention this game looks good? Because it does. The game's cel-shaded art style is extremely well executed, and it really makes Okami stand apart from many of the other games on the console. Cel-shaded art styles have been done in many other games like Beautiful Joe, No More Heroes, and Zelda Phantom Hourglass, to name a few, but few of those have pulled it off as well as Okami. So if I haven't made this clear already, I really like this game, and I believe that if you like adventure games or are a fan of the Zelda series or even a fan of games in general, then you should absolutely give this game a try. It's been out for a while, for the PS2 at least, so it's cheap, and since the game is long, it took me over 20 hours to beat the first time I played, it's definitely worth its value. The game's visuals, unique art style, intuitive gameplay, and great story all make it worth checking out. So, without further ado, I give Okami for the PS2 a $20 value out of 20. So please check out this game, I definitely recommend it, and I'll talk to you guys later.